My bro, I didn't mean no offense, bro, to be honest. But you know, we're brothers. And if I see my brother something not today right, as you offered to pray for me, feeling like, you know, things not there right with me, I thought, you know, I'll do the favor back, because what you sow is what you reap. So you pray for me, I pray for you. So you notice something like maybe I'm pushing it too far. But I think when I watched your video about the guy that took his mom's last 500 naira to gamble, basically, what you're doing, you're encouraging gambling. Some people win, some people lose. So he went into tears saying his mother is ill, she has cancer, she's on chemotherapy, and he said, you asked him, why is he crying? He said he took his mom's money from her account, her last 500 naira, to buy a ticket. Luckily, he won. But I believe there are some guys who didn't win on that day and possibly took their dads or moms or friends' last money feeling like, oh, I'm going to win today, because gambling is an addiction. So in that situation, I'm not condemning your business completely, but in that situation, I think what you should have said to him, I'm saying this from my heart, you should have said to him, he's lucky today, but don't do that again. Because if he didn't win, that means they might not have a meal. They might not even have a meal that day or the next day. And that's stealing. Like, you have to ask your mother to take her last money to go gamble. And I believe, you know, some people borrow money to do these things. And when they're in debt, they end up arrested. They get beaten up and all that. So that was my worry, really. And I will tell you something. In 2019, I was offered endorsement deals from gambling companies that were launching in Nigeria. I went to God with it. I said, in Europe, people are there are regulations. They are regulated. They have more money here. But my conscience didn't let me do that in Nigeria, because our people don't have money. They will go gamble their last money on Arsenal, Chelsea, and what next? They go home, beat their wives, slap their kids, you know, being disappointed, because you know how our country is. So I said no, and I went to God with prayer, and I believe I had an answer. So I heard his voice, and he said, you know, do what you want. God doesn't force us to do things, but he said, I hope you trust me with your finances. So it was a good offer. A couple of months later, through the NFF, you can ask Dayo NAB, I received another message, and he says, Osazie, there is a company here, like gambling company, they want to offer you something. Can I pass your number? I simply said, no, Dayo, thank you. You can call him and ask. I said, no, I don't do gambling. It's not for me. I'm not condemning it. It's for some people. You know, I played for Stoke City. Our sponsors are a very big gambling company here, Bet365, but they're regulated. You know, I'm sure yours is regulated to an extent, but I'm just saying from my heart, like that particular case, if he took his mom's last 500 naira, you should have rebuked him as a brother. You'd have said, you understand, like sometimes if you have free cash, you just play, you know, like everybody does. Most of my friends are footballers. They all do gambling. But it's a big issue here. People commit suicide because of gambling. It's an addiction. So it's a tough one. I'm not condemning people doing it, but if you can control it, that's another thing, you know. The Bible says, don't be overtaken by something, but you can do it. We're allowed to drink, party a little bit, but it doesn't have to dominate us, okay? And I didn't come out with like judgment, bro. I'm coming out with grace. You know me. We were friends. Nobody like party reach me. Nobody like music reach me. You know? We all have our shortcomings. And I'm not coming. I'm actually coming for guys like you, guys like me, because we know, you know, we be guy men, like we like our enjoyments more. But there are some things that we could do better in. I'm not judging you, not condemning you, but when I saw the video you are putting out, encouraging, people are breaking bottles on their heads and dancing, and I asked you, if these were your sons, will you encourage them to do that? So this is how our Christmas should be in Nigeria now. Guys breaking bottles on their heads and dancing like crazy. I'm just saying my opinion. I don't think it's right. maybe once a year you want to go mad, you go to somewhere and do that. But not to bring that kind of thinking into Christmas, because, it's family time, it's nice time. I don't think we will make that day nice. So apologies if I offended you in any way. I was kind of, disappointed in a few other things because, my heart is bleeding for Nigeria every day. And one reason why I'm supporting Trump is very simple. Lockdown means death for lots of our people. We all witnessed what was happening during the crisis we recently lived through. Our people, some of them, were falling down from roofs trying to reach palliatives just for a bag of rice. I think a girl, they said she fell and died. People grabbing goats and chickens and running away. The scenes from Jos is what I saw, because I have a friend of mine who grew up in Benin City with me. She lives in Jos. She sent me pictures. I used to send her money. I haven't heard from her for 2 weeks, and I honestly hope she didn't commit suicide, to be honest, because she hasn't messaged. 2 weeks ago, I sent her 50,000 naira to just keep herself going. Before that, I sent her some money because she has 2 sons. When she sent me a photo on Instagram, she had only margarine in her fridge. No bread, nothing to eat. So now she lost her 2 sons because the father had to take them. She's from Jos. The father had to take them because she can't look after 2 boys. And it's heartbreaking to see a mother go away from the kids. I believe you and your brother loved your mom a lot, and we have a soft spot for our moms. So what I'm saying is, he shouldn't have taken his mom's last 500 naira to go and gamble. But apologies if I offended you in any way. Good friend will always say the truth to someone. I appreciate your worry about me, that you feel something is not all right. But you know what I do all day? I pray for Nigeria, because our naira has gone down, and I don't see the budget for 2021 is not looking good. It's going to be a lot of troubles in Nigeria. I read articles, 2 million people displaced since the lockdowns. Hunger will be a problem. Famine will be a problem. You see bandits all over the place, robbing, taking women away into the forest. I think, people don't see this, but I read the articles. Somebody from Abuja sends me articles from Nigeria, and every day it's hurting to see that. We can't export petrol as we used to, so our economy will really be hit. I'm sorry again. You remain my favorite singer of all time, both of you. I'm not saying this because I want to make up with you. You were my favorite. You will remain my favorite because you were just the best. And I liked the innocent songs that you guys used to sing, and your beats are the best in the world. And the lyrics you had, they kind of had meaning. They were relevant to our society. So let's not go too far and start Americanizing, because, we keep our uniqueness, not to conform to anyone else. That's actually what I'm trying to say. So all I'm doing now is encouraging our people. I pray for our people every day, because I see harder and harder times coming, because our economy has taken a hit, and I don't see it rebounding in the near future. God bless you, bro. And you have a half Russian wife. Say hi to her. You are not a stranger to me, as you know yourself. I appreciate your prayer. Be blessed. And I'm sorry again if I offended you in any way, bro.